You may have heard of the Krafty Kitchen and Bar near the corner of Lawrence and Water Street in Kelowna. Well, the proprietors decided to open up a complimentary restaurant right nearby, 2 doors down, called the Orchard Room.
So Orchard Room's a 30-seat cocktail and cider focused restaurant / bar. It's got a large, beautiful bar to serve our plant-forward cuisine on, as well as 2 different rooms. One's a little more Havana, Art Deco, 1920s, Havana meets Florida, and the other's a little more Hemingway during Prohibition, hiding out in Cuba, drinking daiquiris and creating his own cocktails.
It's plant-forward, but yet it's not entirely vegetarian or vegan. Right. Explain.
So we wanted to do something that was different from what everyone else does, and we also wanted to give people something that fit a little more with our personal philosophies on food and hospitality. That being that food is best shared amongst friends, and food is best when it's delicious and healthy for you. To us, and to a lot of people right now, that means plant-based. Now, we didn't want to open up a vegetarian restaurant, nor did we want to open up a vegan restaurant that would remove it as a dining option for a lot of customers, but rather we wanted to give people the opposite of a traditional menu. So whereas a traditional menu would be you make a menu based around what meat options and you put vegetables with the meat, we decided to make a vegetable menu with a couple meat options.
I see some fun stuff on the menu, like you prepared for us this salmon tartare.
Totally, smoked salmon tartare. So a little riff on what would be a classic Canadian flavor, especially on the West Coast, a sustainable Canadian West Coast salmon, smoked, but instead of curing and smoking our salmon ahead of time, we smoke it to order, and it's dressed with like a ginger, maple, spicy mayo sauce. In keeping with your name, Orchard Room, you're really featuring ciders, which truly does connect to this part of the world. Yeah, so ciders, I'll tell you what, this is the true story. So I told a good friend of mine who is a food writer, and he writes for the Global Mail and other publications across Canada, and I told him, I said, hey man, I'm going to open up this restaurant, it's going to be called Orchard Room, what do you think of the name? And he said, that's a really stupid name, unless you're serving a lot of ciders and have a really great cider list. And I was like, well yeah, obviously I'm serving a lot of ciders. And then I kind of had a moment to myself where I was like, well, that is the biggest trend right now. We believe that it is a cooler representation of the craft brewing that can exist in the Okanagan.
It's sort of an enigmatic atmosphere where it seems predominantly feminine, and yet you're sitting right in front of kind of a cigar room.
Right. Well, what beautiful lady doesn't enjoy a cigar once a year? No, right, smoking's bad. We don't smoke.
Sorry, you do not condone smoking except when you do. Is that about it?
We would never have a cigarette or a cigar late at night with a whiskey underneath a hood vent. That would be morally
I see pictures of Ernest Hemingway on the wall.
So we really enjoy Hemingway. There's a couple of things we love in life. We love black and white photos. We love the writing of Hemingway. We love the honest, strong, truthful words. We love cats. And so we found these amazing photos, black and white photos of Hemingway making cocktails and drinking them with his cats. And it just like, I've never felt so whole as a person in my life.
Well, you've created a place with lots of personality, and people can start coming in and enjoying it anytime. You still have a grand opening coming up, but It's open now.
Yeah, we're open now, 3 p.m. every day till late. That's just kind of our loose feeling out what works best for us hours, and then we're doing our grand opening July 18th. And then we're going to be going forward with a brunch menu Saturdays, Sundays, as well as a late night menu and a happy hour and weekday features. So as of the 18th, we'll have solid, firm hours, and we'll be going forward offering some pretty cool things.
Awesome. Yeah. Shaften, thanks for telling us all about it.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and smoking's bad. Don't smoke.